Good day, everybody. How are you doing? Hey, I'm Eric Anderson, and I'm back at it again, taking a look at this Metronome Beats app. This is the free version, just so you know. And today, just like the previous video, I'm just staying on what I call the front page of the app, which is the page or the app, part of the app that opens up when you first download it. So today, based on the previous video, I looked at how to adjust the beats per bar so that you could set up the metronome so that it will help you play in the time signature that your particular song is playing in. But this one here, today I want to take a look at this clicks per beat. And what that does is that it kind of fills in the space and gives you more of an idea of not just at what tempo that you're playing, but kind of the way that your notes are supposed to feel or exactly where they're supposed to land. So let me give you an example of what I'm talking about here. I'm going to leave it at 60 beats a minute here. I'm going to go ahead and get it going, and for now we're going to leave it at 4 bars or 4 beats per bar, so we're pretty much playing on the quarter note. And you can hear that with 1 click per beat, we're just getting just on the click itself or just on the beat. Like if it were quarter notes, then it'd be right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's say that your phrasing is such that it's actually eighth notes that you're playing in, and you really want to hear all the eighth notes so you can really hear with great clarity when to play and when to remain silent. Well, when you want to hear all of the eighth notes, then you come up here, you switch it from 1 to 2. And now you get that eighth note feel, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... So now you can kind of really hear exactly where each one of your eighth notes are supposed to be landing. And you can keep doing this as well. This is kind of cool. I like this one a lot. Let's say that you want to go by 3, which means now you're going to be playing with the eighth note triplets. And another way that we would phrase this is that you're playing in 12/8, which is 12 eighth notes per per measure. And it actually maps out right, because if I just go by the numbers, you get this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now, trying to count all 12 eighth notes in 12/8 time or with the eighth note triplets is kind of tough. So it's very common that people will play, count, and conduct it in 4, and the phrasing might be like this. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a... I've also heard this phrasing before when people count. They'll go 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. So as you can see, you get that nice eighth note triplet vibe that's used in 6/8 time. 12/8 time is a very common one, and this is how you set up your metronome to hear that eighth note triplet vibe. So then if we go to 4, now what we get into is the 16th notes, because we're getting 4 notes or 4 clicks to every single beat, and this is just counted 1 E and 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a... Now, these are all pretty standard, but I'm going to show you this one just because it's a fun little game to play. What if you take this up and you set it to 5? Where now you're getting 5 notes of equal duration that are being played against 1 beat in a bar. So if you want to get into some really kind of whacked phrasings, set it to 5 and see what you do there. It feels a little weird because, well, 5 is an odd time signature. It's an odd number, and it'll push you to go in different ways. Now, this is just a ridiculous game. I've never used this feature, but you can see we've gone from 2 through 5. But if you want, you can go all the way to 16. And now, like for the drummers out there, that's like playing speed metal or open rolls, doing blast beats and stuff like that. Honestly, I have no idea how to count that, so I'm not going to bother trying. I'm going to come all the way back here to 1 where we started. So as you can see, if you're really, really comfortable and well dialed in on how the 8th note triplet feels and how the 8th note feels and the 16th note feels, or even like well, I won't go there. If you're well dialed in on particular phrasings and the kind of like the feeling that these different groupings, these different clicks per beat add, then you won't necessarily need to set that up on the metronome. But if you need a lot of help, just really nailing down like exactly where those 8th notes are supposed to land in time, or those 8th note triplets are supposed to land with respect to the tempo that you're playing at, this little feature right here, the clicks per beat feature, is actually a pretty cool little setup. And again, this is on the front page. This feature actually has more than like your physical metronomes, because it can go all the way up to 16. Honestly, I've never used 16 before. I've definitely used 16 beats per bar, but I've never done this 16 clicks per beat kind of thing, because it's just more speed that I'm going to try to play at. So that's it, my friends. This is just another little piece to break down the Metronome Beats app and what it can do and what it's all about. Please take a look at the previous videos, because they kind of work in a complementary way to this one as well. And if you're on YouTube, you know the game, so I'm going to ask like everybody else does. If you're getting something out of this, please hit that like switch. Along with that, definitely share it with the musicians that you're running with if they can benefit from this. And it is free like this video. You can't go wrong with that. Definitely share this, definitely share it with them, as well as definitely subscribe to this video, just because, well, honestly, I'd like you to. That's why. But if not, if you're willing, if you'd be kind enough to leave a comment down below, that'll be a wonderful thing as well. And with that, my friends, I'm going to wrap this one up, and I will talk to you at some time in the future, okay? Bye-bye.